What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul, and this is Gainer's Paradise. In today's episode, we're diving straight into one of the Fundamental 5. If you guys follow me anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, even here, I'm constantly talking about the Fundamental 5. The Fundamental 5 are just a simple list of important areas to focus on when your goal is to transform your body the quickest, most efficient, most effective way possible. And those Fundamental 5 include training, nutrition, natural supplementation, recovery, and mindset. We'll be dialing into the mindset portion of the Fundamental 5. Why? Well, each area of the Fundamental 5 has its own importance, and they're all equally important to each other. I would say if there's one at the top of the list that needs to be dialed in, it is the mindset. With that in mind, I'm going to give you my top 5 reads for 2023. What are the books you should be reading to dial in your mindset and get the most out of everything that you're doing? Now, my list comes from my library. I love absorbing and distilling the wisdom of the brain of these authors that have been through it. So considering those ideas behind the books that I've chosen, you'll get a good understanding of why they're on the list. But the first book on the list comes from a best-selling author many times over, the great Jack Canfield. He is the author of the Success Principles. So on the path to the destination is a series of steps that you're going to take. There are 67 of them to be exact. In fact, if you guys are familiar with Tai Lopez, he came out with a course, a group, a subscription academy situation many years ago called the 67 Steps. Guys, guess how many steps are in here? I don't find it coincidental. People model their success after other successful people. You apply the 67 steps or the 67 principles, and guess what? You're well on your way to succeeding. The second book on the list covers a very unique part of the mindset, which is the power of the subconscious mind. Now, this book changed my life when I was about 19. It put me on a path towards right thinking, towards success-minded focus on everything that I do. I give it a lot of credit for how I approach bodybuilding, how I approach many other things in my life, and I found it in a book review in an old magazine called Muscle Media 2000. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. That was a while ago when magazines were a thing. But I read the review. I had to get the book. I got it from a bookstore that no longer exists, a Borders, and I've been reading it ever since. It's super worn out. Even the pages are about to fall out, but yeah, I've got it highlighted. I've got it tabbed. But one of the greatest books on reprogramming your subconscious mind, as this subconscious mind is the program that we run off 95% of our day, of our life. If you have a bad program, you're going to get a bad output on the screen of life, which is your reality. If you change that data set by reprogramming your subconscious mind, then you get a new output on the screen of life that is your reality. If you don't like the way things are right now, you can change the outcome. You have to reprogram the mind, start there, and everything else will follow. If you try to start externally, you'll fail every time. But if you start within, because everything starts within, then you win. We're talking about success. We're talking about reprogramming the subconscious mind. But in life, there needs to be balance from health and wealth and relationships. And when it comes to wealth, a very simple yet life-changing book that I read many years ago, T. Harv Eker, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, is a great way to start. He helps you understand the power of money. He helps you understand the mindset of money. He helps you understand what it takes to not only make it, but also manage it and multiply it. And he also teaches you how to reaffirm those thoughts on a daily basis through incantations, through affirmations, through repeatable phrases that you can start to reprogram your subconscious mind in that area. The fourth book on the list was also a life-changing book for me when I first came across it. And that was many years ago. I think my mom actually had the first copy that I've ever seen. When I was a wee lad, 14, 15 years old, started focusing on health. Why? Because of this book. Now, there's many versions of this book and updates, and I think we got the latest one from Costco, actually, but it's the prescription for nutritional healing. You have to remember that the body is a miracle machine. It's a healing miracle machine. It wants to be in balance. It wants to be at peace with itself. It doesn't want to fight. The only reason we have certain ailments or outcomes that we don't desire is because That's the body's way of coping with something that is out of balance. It finds a way to find balance the best way it knows how. If you give it new data, again, back to reprogramming, not only are we focusing on reprogramming the subconscious mind through books like The Power of the Subconscious Mind or The Success Principles, or your financial life, like books like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, but also now we're reprogramming the body through nutritional data, through supplementation data. It's a great go-to when you want answers on a specific topic or a specific supplement or a specific herb, as it filters out all the distraction if you were to do the same search on the internet. And lastly, one of my very favorite books, and I'm not sure if it's in print now, but you might be able to find some copies on eBay or maybe some bookseller sites. But it goes back to my inner meathead, my bodybuilding core, and it's one of the coolest books you'll ever read. It's a book on the golden era of bodybuilding. It's authored by a gentleman named Dick Tyler, co-authored with none other than the great Dave Draper, who is pictured here. But it's called West Coast Bodybuilding Scene, The Golden Era. And it is one of the most fascinating takes on what it was really like to be part of that golden era of bodybuilding. Not only will it be inspiring, not only will it be eye-opening, but it'll also be motivating. It'll be motivating for you to do better. It'll be motivating for you to know that these guys came from very regular lives. There was nothing overly exceptional about any of them other than their ability to stay disciplined in their goals and their ability to continue to improve both physically and mentally so that it overflowed into everything else in their life. Now, going into this video, I wanted to get a good balance of books that will give you some power-packed information on success, on mindset, on reprogramming that mind, on health and wealth. And that's what this is all about. When we dive into improving your mindset within the Fundamental 5, it's about becoming a better you. You do have a purpose in this life. You do have meaning behind what you do. You just need to harness that purpose and that meaning. Give people everything you've got, but start educating yourself on how to become better in those areas: health, wealth, relationships, mindset, and inspiration. But if you focus on this over the next year, you'll make this year the best year of your life, and you'll only be getting started. But guys, we'll call it there. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked what you heard, hit the like button. If you got some feedback, I'd love to hear it in the comment section. Please include some books that you guys like to read. But until next time, keep training, keep gaining, and I will see you on the next episode.